Hello everyone and welcome to Qtac's Payroll Portal webinar. Today we will be covering off its capabilities and how these can potentially benefit your business. Today I'm joined by my colleague Simon. I'll begin with a short overview on what our portal can do, and then I'll hand over to Simon to demonstrate some of this functionality. So without further ado, what is the portal? So Qtac's Online Payroll Portal complements our core software products. It provides users access to view relevant payroll information from any location or device in a secure and GDPR compliant manner. We've incorporated role-based access to the portal with 3 unique perspectives, whether you're an accountant managing a portfolio of clients, a business requiring an overview of payroll, or an employee accessing payslips, PAYE documents, or maintaining personal records. This ensures each user can only view relevant information to their level of access, with individual logins for each user, ensuring security. Our existing customers may already be utilising reporting within our software. The portal integrates seamlessly with our reporting functionality and builds upon this. All the reports that are run within our software can be quickly and easily uploaded to the portal and delivered securely, providing real-time access to users to all reports from a single pane of glass. The portal also facilitates self-service functionality. This allows users to not only view their records, but maintain them as well. Empowering employees to amend their profiles eliminates the requirement for an administrator to facilitate general maintenance on their behalf, ensuring they remain focused within the core components of their role. The final feature I want to cover off is the dashboard itself. The dashboard provides a summary of monthly liability, the ability to mark payments to HMRC as paid, whether partial or in full, and also a guide on how to make these payments to the revenue, including providing payment reference numbers. I will now hand over to my colleague Simon, who will provide a live view of the portal and demonstrate its functionality.
So, as Aaron mentioned a moment ago, we have 3 levels, or there's 4 in total, but I think I'll cover in this demonstration 3 levels of access. And I'll start with the employee level access, move on to the client or company level access, and then finally and lastly cover the bureau access, where a user of Qtac payroll software might be managing multiple clients, and they in turn have access to a bureau login where they can see all of their clients that they've uploaded payroll data to the portal. So let's start by looking at the employee login first of all. This is the most basic login option, and hence why I'm going to start at this point. So the first thing you'll see when I'm logging in here is that the email address can be associated with more than one account, meaning that you're not restricted if an employee has multiple employments, and those employments also are processed by a user of Qtac payroll software. So in the employee login, you can see here we've got just at the top the employee's most recent take-home pay summarized, and then a quick button link to view a payslip. I'll open that in another tab and we'll take a look at that now. So a simple dynamic payslip that can be printed or printed to PDF in order that it can be downloaded for an employee to keep their own records offline off the portal if they so desire. You also have the option to add a company logo for your client in order that the payslip can look a little bit more professional. The rest of the dashboard or the employee dashboard, see we've made up of 3 tabs. It has a dashboard, payments and P60s. On the dashboard you have, or the employee can see a list of their payslips and P45s and P60s that have been uploaded. So here we can see we've got a number of payslips that have been uploaded, so a payslip history, and quite simply clicking on the I will enable them to view their payslip history relative to the relevant pay month. The payments just lists the payslips, showing gross pay and the date that the payslip was generated. And then in the P60 tab, this gives you any P60s that have been uploaded. Aaron mentioned that an employee can edit their personal record, and that's certainly the case. If the QTEC administrator decides to allow that employee to have access and edit their record, they can simply click on the pen, and then they can make a change to their address, which I will just perform now, and then scroll down and save. Okay, so that brings me to the end of the employee portal. And what I'll do now is I'll log out and log back in as a client or a company login. The nice thing about the employee login, it is very nice and simple and easy to use. It's very unlikely that an employee would need a guide on how to access and what they see in the portal is quite self-explanatory. But we do also have a YouTube video that details the information that's contained on there, if that would be a little bit more helpful for your clients and their employees. So now we're logging in as the company login account, and you'll see that there are, at the top right hand corner, there are more tabs involved here. We've got a dashboard, company, reports and messages. We always log in as the company user in the company tab, and that lists all your employees that are on your payroll. And there's some search feature enabling you to search for employee staff number or name or a national insurance number if you've got a large number of employees, making it easy and quick to find an employee's record. If the employee has left the business, then you just need to simply use the show leavers filter, and that will also highlight any leavers that have been recorded. On the employees, on the table below, you've got a list of the employees. You've got a sign up status on the left hand side, and that indicates to the client whether an employee has signed up to their portal account yet, or whether the sign up is in process, as you can see by the green, red and orangey indicator colours on the left hand side. Across to the right, you've got a pen again here, and you can see that if you wish to give the client or company the ability to edit their employees' pay record, they can also click into the pen and then change an address. You can see here, this is the address change that I made just a moment ago from Qtac Road to Example Road. Also, when you're delving in and viewing a employee's record, if an employee has got a P60 that's been uploaded, that can be viewed in this section. And this is also where a P45 is displayed if a leaver is being processed. We've also got the ability to view payment history. And I'll open this in another tab. Just a list of all of the payslips that have been uploaded, giving you the payslip date, the tax code, gross pay, and then net pay, along with the tax and national insurance as a summary, enabling it or enabling both, the company user to see a summary of those payments as an overview, and then also to delve in and view a payslip in more detail, in the same manner that an employee can view a payslip. Wonderful. So we'll move along now to the dashboard. In the dashboard, you have a summary of liability, if you're using and have been using, the client's been using the portal for a number of years, they can choose the year that they want to view. In this case, we're just going to look at the current year. And in the dashboard, you've got each of the relevant months. You've got a column that identifies the amount that's due, and then you've got a column with the amount paid. The amount paid can be user, the user defined, and that means that if the company administrator would like to mark a payment as being paid or partially paid, they can perform that task on the dashboard when they make a payment to record it. The payment reference number is next to the right, and the status of the payment due further again to the right. So the payment reference number also includes the last 4 digits that's relevant or linked to the pay period, ensuring that your clients can, or the business can, make a payment that's specific to the pay period that the liability is owed, enabling any future communication with revenue to be a little bit more easy to manage. So we've already covered the company tab, but we'll next move to the reports tab. Oh, sorry, one last point on the dashboard is that for the client view, you also have details on how to make payments to the revenue, which can be very useful. So we'll now move across to Reports tab. The Reports tab's got 4 different sections to it. The majority of your reporting is going to be dealt with and held within the Reports section. You've got a document section as well. That's where you can upload ad hoc reports to the portal for the client to see. And then you've also got an option that's called Payslip Management. Payslip Management allows the user to print all the payslips for a company in a specific pay period in one go. And a similar functionality is enabled for printing P60s if you have a requirement to print all of the P60s for a company in one go. These 2 tabs are specifically used by clients that are still in the habit of issuing physical payslips and physical P60s to their employees, enabling them to print those documents easily. But if you're inviting your employees to have their own portal account in the view that I showed a moment ago, then you wouldn't really have a requirement to use those two features down the bottom. In the Reports tab, you automatically the users automatically brought to the most recent reports that have been uploaded. In this case, you can see the most recent reports are the month 7th reports that have been uploaded, where we've got a P32 report, a payroll summary, payslip summary, and pension summary. Those reports can be viewed by clicking on the I, opening a new tab where the report is available to view. Obviously, the amount due in the liability of this report it also is cross-referenced to the value in the dashboard. And then the other reports are also available to view either by clicking on the icon or by using the download option to get a PDF copy. You can use the filters here to either go back and view a prior month. So we're looking at month 6 reports now, or you can choose to look at all frequencies and search for a specific report. If we search for HMRC here on all periods, then we get all of the HMRC reports for the 21-22 tax year. Excellent. So that's the reporting feature. What we'll do now is we'll go to the message tab, and this is where, if you so wish, you can communicate with your clients and a bureau administrator by opening a message stream, which in turn enables you to communicate with your client. Simply type a message and then attach a document using the paperclip and send that message to your client. As you can see at the bottom here, we've got that message sent. Whenever reports or payslips are uploaded to the portal, the user with the email address that is associated with the portal, in this case, the Qtac test 107 or the Qtac test 104 email, they would receive an email notifying them that a document or notice has been uploaded, in order that they can click on the link, log in and view that report, payslip or message. You can simply use the search feature now we've logged in as the Bureau Administrator, and we can simply see and search for a company, view that company by clicking on the eye. Again, you've got very similar tabs at the top, the dashboard conveying the liability, the company login with the employees. I say the only difference here is that actually you can invite the employees to create their portal accounts from the Bureau account. The last tab, moving along next, is the Reports tab. Again, very similar to the Report tab that the client can see. And then lastly, the Messages tab, where you can view the messages that have been communicated from your client that might contain, for example, payroll data, in order that you can process the payroll. So that gives us a summary really of the portal as both the employee login, the company login, and also the Bureau login. And what I'll do now is I'm just going to transfer across to the Qtac software, where you can see how the Qtac software integrates with the portal. So now we can see the Qtac portal, the Qtac payroll software, something I'm sure many of you are very familiar with. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to look at the features and settings that are enabled with the portal and how you're able to upload reports and payslips to your clients. So using the portal tab at the top here, you can perform a synchronization of the company. By synchronizing, you're able to retrieve updates from the portal. So in the case of the employee changing their first line of address, and also the company recording their liability that had been paid, we can see here we've got two updates that can be downloaded, and we can choose to process those now, choosing all of those and then accepting that process, and then simply retrieving the task means now that John Smith, who we were looking at a moment ago, his first line address has changed based on what the user changed, and then in EOY totals, because the client had communicated a payment of liability that had been made, that has been pulled down into the EOY totals. Super. So in order to upload and send payslips to the portal, you simply go to the portal drop-down list, then choose the pay period synchronization, and then choose the option for payslips. And then you can simply choose the month that you'd like to upload, synchronize the payslips, and then retrieve the task. And those payslips are now available for the clients to view, and also for the employees to view. It's also possible in the same manner to upload P45s, also recall the payslips and the P45s. Let's remove them from the portal if there is a requirement to change a payslip on the portal, and then under end of year synchronization, the ability to upload your P60s, and also if there are a requirement to remove them, to then upload versions of the P60s that have been maybe changed or amended. So the last area that we're going to cover is the uploading of reports to the portal. Now that is actually performed through the feature Automated Reports 2.0. In this section here, you can configure reports for each of your clients, and if you're not already using this feature, then it is certainly worth a look at, even if you're not using the portal. But it's simple and easy to add a report from one of the options here. Let's just say we want to add in a coin analysis, and we choose to upload that to the portal. We can add in that report, but I'll keep them as they were before. Once you've defined your reports, they're there and saved for you to use time and time again, which means that you can have different reports selected for different clients, meaning that when you're ready to process your reports, you can either choose to process a set of checking reports. In this example, I've actually got 2 reports for checking, a payslip summary and a pension summary. Whereas when I'm sending up final reports, I've got 4 reports. They include the 2 that were checking, but also include a P32 report and a payment summary. Simply click Process Reports, and the tasks start, and the payslip or the reports are uploaded to the portal. And as with anything that's uploaded to the portal, once the upload is complete, an email will be sent to the company administrator who has the active account, informing them there is a report available for them to view. Okay, so that brings me really to the end of the portal demonstration today. I hope that you've got a lot from that. I'm going to hand back to my colleague Aaron, who's going to take over and wrap up today's webinar. Thank you very much for your time.
So thank you, Simon, for the demonstration there. So to recap on today's session, we have highlighted the ability to access payroll information in a secure and GDPR compliant manner, empower users to access and maintain their own records, and provide a single point of access for all relevant payroll data to be viewed from any location or device. That brings today's webinar to a conclusion. If you're interested in using the portal or would like to learn more about how it can provide value to your business, please feel free to reach out via the details on screen.